Are you able to find the screen? You could do the chart. You can enter the messages in the chart. Hello, Mr. Rao. Mr. Satyanarayana. At least are you getting my voice? You could text me. In the chat message you can chat. You can text yes or no. At least. On the right side we have chat. Hello. Shall I start the session? Okay, Mr. Satyanarayana, given that I'm not getting audio. Still you people are not getting the voice? One second, I will left and I will come. Hello. I think now you are getting my voice, right? Hello. Okay, Mr. Ram is getting the voice. Mr. Satyanarayana, can you be relogin? I can wait for 1 minute. Hello. At least you are getting my voice. Okay. Mr. Ram is getting the voice. So Satyanarayana, have you tried the relogin? Please try the relogging, guys. I will start the session in 2 minutes. I think Mr. Satyanan, you are getting voice, right? Guys, whatever happens, happens. So I want to give some short introduction, very short introduction for the big data Hadoop. Okay, remaining things we can see by tomorrow. No issue. We will say we will take a demo class on tomorrow only, as we are having some lot of issues. Okay, the next 15 minutes I am going to talk about big data and Hadoop. Okay, so here, what is meant by big data, what is Hadoop? So all these things we will cover. We will talk about that. Majorly here, I think we are unable to contact, right? So I'm expecting that you have some, at least we have a big data knowledge, or else let us be start from big data only. Why we have to start from big data? Those kind of things means Hadoop is a solution for the big data. Big data is a mostly used buzzword in nowadays, where it is a common problem for the real-time big companies. So what it is means, whenever we are handling about, till now we are just handling terabytes up to terabytes of the data. Whenever we suddenly reach petabytes and more than that petabytes, like exabytes, those kind of things, we don't have an architecture to store that kind of big data. So if you want to be stored that kind of big data, and after storing, we are storing, the basic storage requirement is to process. Okay, so the basic fundamental operations of storage and the processing, if you want to do it, means I need to go for the Hadoop. as a data means we have to initially store, then process, then analysis, report generation. So among all these things we have to be talk about as a Hadoop. We will just talk about storage and processing. As we have four operations: storage, processing, analyze, implementation. We have to talk about only two operations, that is storage and processing. As a big data, we have a we don't have a separate data. So data means we have big data, small data, those kind of things we don't have. Based on the architecture capacity, we have to specify the data becomes as a big data. Let us take an example. We have a something like 64 MB architecture. We have a 64 MB capacity architecture and I want to store 60 MB architecture, normal 60 MB data. At that time we can generally 60 MB data will be easily accommodated in the 64 MB architecture, so I can use it. But whenever we are trying to store like 65 MB data, at that time we are unable to accommodate in the 64 MB capacity. So this is the reason where I am unable to store the data beyond the capacity. So this kind of data in generally we are calling as a big data. Have you got it, guys? So by comparing with any kind of capacity only, we need to say and we need to specify what is big data. Without comparison, we cannot be say one is big, one is small, like that. Like this, we have to compare to our traditional architecture. Whenever we are comparing with the traditional architecture, we have to talk about what is the big data in the part of our range. So if we take to the traditional architecture, in generally, what is the mechanism we are using to store? What are the data stores? In generally, how I'm storing the data? In general, I am storing my data in a RDBMS operating systems, like relational database management systems. What are the RDBMS softwares, you know, guys? We have Oracle, MySQL, DB2, SQL Server. We have a lot of RDBMS softwares are there. Among all these multiple RDBMS softwares, whatever the RDBMS software you can take it, the maximum capacity of these RDBMS softwares are up to gigabytes. Whenever you want to try to store terabytes of a data, we are unable to store. We are not been expecting a higher performance, and whatever the efficiency it is giving at the GB range, it is not giving at the range of TBs. I can forcibly store terabytes of a data in RDBMS also, but I am not getting the efficiency. Not only I want the storage, I want the efficiency. So what I can do is, in generally I can use data warehousing tools. Data warehousing tools like Teradata, DataStage, OBIEE, all these are data warehousing tools. Even your Informatica, means whenever we have it, your data sizes are having the terabytes of a scale, then at that time you have to use the terabytes of a data. So even terabytes also we have a solution. Terabytes we have these kind of multiple warehouse architectures are there, but what happened to the our petabytes of data? Do you have any architecture to store the petabytes of data in the real time? No. I'm not talking about the things like whatever happening in the nowadays. I'm talking about traditional architecture. Whenever you are comparing with the traditional architecture, the data where we want to accommodate in the size of petabytes, I am not been accommodating in my traditional architecture with the help of normal data storages. Okay. So for storing the petabytes of the data, what I can use it? Petabytes. On top of petabytes, what is the range? Exabytes. Next, we have yottabyte, zettabyte. We have a lot of ranges are there. Among whatever the data size, we don't have an architecture in the traditional architecture, so we have thinking about the solution. And in generally, what are the data processing logics we are using? How to process the data? By using programming languages. Yes, SQL, normally your Java, .NET. What are all these things? These are the programming languages where I can write the processing logic to process the data. Have you got it? So in generally where I can process the data with the help of SQL, Java, .NET, these kind of programming languages. Here also I cannot get the efficiency with the range of terabytes and petabytes. So what I could is we can max, I can store and I can process the data in the range of up to gigabytes. So whenever we are talking about terabytes of a scale as the ratio of processing and petabytes of a ratio of storage, we don't have a solution, we don't have an architecture in a traditional architecture. So we have been thinking about the solution and we found the solution. The solution is nothing but Hadoop. Hadoop can easily store petabytes and exabytes of data, and it can easily process terabytes on top of the data. Okay, Hadoop is a single software where I can perform both storage and processing. One of the rare tools which performs two operations, storage and processing. Not only having this, Hadoop has a great features like open source, fault tolerance, distributed, okay, high fault tolerance. So we have lot of things are there, high availability. All these things we have to discuss. Okay, and don't think about the future of the Hadoop, those kind of things. We have very good scope we have with the Hadoop. So in generally, along with the Hadoop, as a Hadoop means we have two components. HDFS and MapReduce. Internally, it has two core components. Along with these two core components, we have some of the tools. Maybe you may hear about these tools. So we have to be learn this kind of tools also. Be it high school, like this kind of 6 to 7 additional tools I am going to be covered as part of our syllabus, including live POC. The total duration is 30 hours. Guys, do you have any queries? Means you can raise in the chat panel. Tomorrow you have a actual class. Actually, I have one more class at 7 a.m. I cannot postpone. So remind tomorrow also will come. I can take complete 1 hour session as a demo purpose, as a whatever the doubts you have, I can clear out and I can tell more about Hadoop. Is it time? Do you want to ask any queries? Same 6 a.m. Is it okay? The URL will be same. The URL will be same, or else we will get back with the connection with the whatever the URL we have. Actually, this is the new link they have generated as the admin people, so I can be informed to them whether they will use the same URL or not. You could get a mail. Okay. Okay, guys. We will see you on tomorrow, and we will spend more time. Okay, Mr. Satyanarayana, we will mail you the whatever the link if you change, or else you can join the same link. Okay. Okay, guys. See you on tomorrow.